Congratulations to young ladies. You are the third division T20 winners in South Series.
Hey boys, hey, come over here. We've quickly got to take a photo. We've got to get in the room. Ready? Thanks. Winner. Good fielder, mate. Good.
Right. Welcome to North Dalton Park for the 2020 games of the Cricket Illawarra, sponsored by Johnston Legal. Joined here by Mark Ralston. My name's James Perry from Keira Cricket Club, and Mark Ralston from Northern Districts.
How you going, James?
Good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Looking forward to a nice, tight contest between the two teams.
Yeah, this is the fourth in a row for the second grade clash between our two great clubs.
Definitely, and if history's any indicator, it'll go down to the wire yet again.
Yeah.
They generally seem to end up in the last over or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So,
they're usually low-scoring affairs for T20 in the between the 100 and 120 mark, I think is...
Yeah, I think the Butchers would be happy with, if they bat first, if they get over 115, I think that'd be defendable.
Yeah.
Nice big boundaries out there today.
I definitely think that's the target you should be looking at. And it just seems like our wily batch of medium pacers seem to be able to hold down the runs.
Yeah. Not too much heat out there today from the bowls, I don't think, but plenty of accuracy and guile off the seam.
Sure. We see our two captains, Matt Stark and Graham Sismay.
What do you reckon Stark's going to do if he wins the toss?
I think runs on the board are pretty good here, but I mean, it's a great deck, big boundaries. It's always good to know what you're chasing too.
Is there nothing worse in Illawarra cricket than the chat between the umpires and the captains before the toss? Like, just get the toss up. We just want to know.
Yeah, it's that's what these markers are for. We don't normally play with these.
Yeah,
it's going to be a wide if it goes down the line.
Yeah, come on, Dave, just flip the coin, mate.
So, who are your players to watch from the districts?
With the ball, definitely we've got a few. Stephen Bond, always.
Obviously, Bondy.
Well versed in Stephen Bond.
Yes, very much so.
He's in back in ones in the ordinary comp and bowled about 30 overs for 25 runs yesterday, taking 3 against Dapto. So
happy days.
He's in good form. Ryan Davidson is an enigma.
Okay.
He's got a big bag of tricks. And Graham Sismay, those would be the 3 that they'd be hoping to do the bulk of the work. What about for Keira with the bat?
With the bat, well, there's the skipper, Matt Stark. I'm not sure where he really bats in the order, but the big hitters at the moment are your likes of James Stacey James Ellum, the two Jameses.
Yeah.
They've got a bit of firepower. Jellum's been scoring some runs this year, which is new for him.
Yeah, I've noticed he's been up there every week in the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's bought a new bat, new Indian import that's about 20 inches wide. So he's been swinging that timber around. So as we watch the sight screens get blacked out, thanks to the Country Carnival recently coming down here.
Yeah. So it looks like they've had a toss. No indication as yet what's going on.
We watch the great man Stark throw an indicator out.
It's all very mysterious here. No indication.
As we see Dapto, who are triumphant in the third grade final.
Yeah, disappointing for our third grade team. Made their first grand final in a while. They say it takes a loss in a final to win one, so hopefully it'll stand us instead for the rest of the season. But Dapto certainly applied themselves well with the bat and bowled fairly well. Deserved to win.
Yeah, nice. Looked like a nice blend of youth and maturity from the Dapto side.
Handy to have Brad Young coming in, opening the batting. A lot of talent and experience there at the top of the order.
Yeah, very decent.
Still no idea who is batting or bowling.
Just get a good look at the Dapto side. The young fella taking 6 for 18.
There's Al Bond walking in front of the screen there, father of Stephen, and all of the Bonds in the Butcher Cricket Club, Butcher Cricket family.
It is a definite tribe, the Bonds of Northern Districts.
Alan is definitely the best of all the Bonds, though. Certainly the best bloke out of all of them.
Is that a high bar?
So I've just been told that Keira won the toss, selected to bat. So who do you think's going to open up for Keira?
I think Harry Duggan, and I'm not too sure on who will join him.
Where do you think Dobbo's going to find himself in the order today?
Yeah, he scored bulk runs yesterday against a Port Kembla attack, a lacklustre Port Kembla attack, he tells me. But he got his share of 40-odd yesterday, so he's looking good. He's hitting them well.
He's always a bit of a danger man.
He is. He likes to hit down the ground. He can either be get a duck or a quick fire 30. Not much more than that.
Yeah. He's not a bloke you want to let get away.
No.
That's for sure. So I'd be expecting the Butchers to open up with Davidson and then followed by Bond.
Would Bond bowl through?
I'd imagine so. If he doesn't get pasted around a bit, which I'd hope he doesn't, I'd say he'd bowl out and just nip it away off the seam, nip it in off the seam as he does. Davidson bowl his bag of tricks, and we'll go from there, I'd imagine.
Yeah, tactically, Bond was always hard as a captain. You didn't know whether to go after him or just sort of try and work him for 4 or 5 and over and not give him any wickets.
Yeah.
Because you seem that if you go after him, he gets 1 and then suddenly he's got 4 for 2.
Yeah. He sucks people in. He looks fairly innocuous when he comes in to bowl, but it's always there or thereabouts on a good area.
I can testify to that. And
can move it.
He swings it both ways and it just never seems to come onto the bat as quick as you think it will.
So there's a few young Butchers out there today. Paddy Rees in his first full year of seniors. Very technical batsman. And Logan Clements, he is also 17 years old, but he looks like he's about 28.
Well, just going back to that, Rees, I think he's the bloke that ended up putting me into retirement with my thumb.
No, that was Logan Clements.
Well, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got the dud info from Dobbo. Dobbo told me.
It's definitely Clements. He retells the story.
Oh, I'm sure it's a wonder regale around the pub.
So we got Luke Coleman there, hitting out the fielding. Definitely not one to be out there in the outfield, would definitely prefer to be the one wielding the willow in the warm-up.
Former drinking partner of mine, Lucas Coleman.
This is probably the most second grade I've ever warmed up.
As we see, Jellum has the pads on, so I was half right. One of the Bash brothers will be, I would say, opening up. Starkey's definitely not padded up.
This Stark's first year as skipper.
It is, yeah. Bit of a toss between Dobbo and him, and the club sort of went for youth over beauty.
How's he been going? How's he been handling it?
Yeah, I think he's had a mixed season. Probably hasn't got the results that he had wanted, but he's still in the mix.
Yeah.
They've just secured first innings points against Port, and I've had a look at the draw, and they seem to have a fairly cushy run through.
Yeah,
into the final.
I think they were sitting in about 7th place before today.
Yeah.
But it's fairly
within
tight.
Striking distance of the
Yeah.
four.
It's fairly tight between 3rd to 7th.
Yeah.
Could be anyone up there in the top 4 at the end of the season.
That's right, yeah.
That wouldn't be a second grade final series without Keira.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've missed. As I alluded to before, I think it's been the medium paces throughout the years, and a large portion of average batsmen that have been able to do the job throughout the years.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a changing of the guard there.
There is a little bit. There's a few guys that have been around in the mix, but certainly there's been a couple of retirements, myself and Matt Williams.
Yeah.
That's opened up places for the likes of Darcy McMahon and Harry Fisher to come through, and young Horsley, son of Keira, great Andrew Horsley, who we'll see later today.
Are the old boys playing today? There's Doug Murphy out there.
I don't think Doug qualified. I think he played too many first grade games or was off at the horses. So I think Harry Duggan will be opening with Jellum, with a Darcy Crane coming in at 3. Darcy's sort of taken on this Matt Williams role of a lot of talent, but not really wanting to push into first grade. Happy to be the big fish in the smaller pond.
Seems to be a bit of second grade cursed.
It's true. He does train a lot harder than Matt Williams ever did, though, which means that he turned up to 3 training sessions in his career.
So is this taking throwdowns?
Yeah, this is young Harry Duggan, a solid, aggressive batsman who's sort of played lower grades. I coached him in under-10s about 10 years ago, so
you're to blame if he doesn't do anything today.
That's right. His technical difficulties are probably myself and Nick Bell's. 2 men not known for their batting.
This is young John O'Keefe hitting a few catches out there. Unfortunately, he's missed out on selection today. He played the bulk of the season. He's been playing a bit of Green Shield for St George. He's a prodigious talent.
Okay.
And he just was unavailable for the last semi-final. He was playing in a final for them, and they've elected to pick the same team for the grand final that got the job done against Balgownie in a super over.
Yeah. What about that?
It was
absolute thriller.
It was a thriller. Graham Sismy, the captain, was out there at the end, needed 1 run off 1 ball, decided to chip off to the covers, make it interesting for everyone. But then Luke Coleman went out in the super over and banged about 16, and Bally just couldn't get a look in. Graham Sismy bowled the last over, or the only over in the super over, and just blunted their attack.
I was following that with interest of the Butchers Twitter account.
Yeah, very active social media from the Butchers.
Yeah, Keira's not so heavy, but they do a bit. They do a bit. You can like and follow all of the Facebook and Twitter feeds for the Cricket Illawarra and the various clubs. And every Saturday you'll get bombarded by the likes of Mags Pemberton and Glenn Bridge.
Yes.
Pumping out scores throughout the grounds. No longer have to wait for Monday morning in the Mercury to find out what's happening.
Can't speak highly enough of Glenn Bridge, though, and the work that he does and the effort he puts in on the Saturdays, especially, is just second to none. And
he's been an excellent addition to Cricket Illawarra over the last few years.
So Paddy Rees is going to take the gloves today for the Butchers in John Key's stead. Used to be a keeper in very young juniors, but he's picked it up again in his absence, and he's actually been quite handy.
Stumpings on offer?
Stumpings on. I would anticipate that Ryan Davison might draw out a few stumpings. I don't anticipate Cottam will bowl his left arm orthos and
we just
try and draw him out of the crease. Bond's always a stumping candidate if they're up to the stumps as well.
It's very tempting to charge down the wicket and try and hit Bond down the ground.
I know that feeling.
Yeah,
yes.
Very, very tempting.
Butchers also have Murray Kennedy in the attack somewhere in third or fourth change. The bowl's a very heavy ball. He's a big unit. It's his second season at the club, and he's fast establishing himself as a cult hero. His main asset that he brings to the club is A-grade banter.
Right.
He has all the banter skills.
Good to have in the club.
He introduced himself to third grade last year by ordering 2 large pizzas from Domino's and picking it up halfway through the game, having to relieve himself from square leg umpire to go eat his pizza. And then he got promoted to second grade for a game this year and did exactly the same thing.
2 pizzas.
2 pizzas, and I'm confident there was some chicken kickers in there as well.
Any brownies?
Oh. No, I think he stuck to the protein.
No Dutch pancakes?
No Dutch pancakes.
I'm familiar with the Domino's range. That iPad app is just too good.
But he certainly worked his way into the Butchers, and he's a fan favourite. And he's a real estate agent, has his own real estate agency up in the Macarthur region. So if you're looking for property in southwest Sydney, hit up Murray Kennedy Real Estate. I'm sure he'll appreciate the plug. Couldn't buy a house from a better bloke.
We get a good look of all the supporters flowing into the ground here today.
There's Alan Bond again, camera hog.
See the great beard of Marty Luskin.
Yeah. Is that Richard Williams there with
Keira President Darren Smith.
Yeah.
Stuart Williams.
Sorry. So the crowd's certainly filtering in anticipation of second grade and
the absolute festivus of 2020 cricket here at North Dalton Park today at North Wollongong. Yeah, Fairy Meadow.
There's the Butcher support there. There's Morgan McKinnon in the white. He was the only Butcher that put his hand up to commentate today, and he was the only Butcher that we would not allow to commentate. There's certainly, from the moment there's an inception of a thought from Morgan, there is no process or filter in between thought and word. So we had to put the clamps on that. It looks like...
I have that problem at times too.
Yeah.
Usually after a couple of drinks.
Certainly, that's the 4th grade blue blokes there. Only blokes that could start a fight in an inter-club game. But they're mainly Thirroul Thunder soccer players, and they've certainly been a good addition to the club. There's Stephen Bond there, rotating the shoulders, ready to roll. Big Murray Kennedy in the middle. Coleman just rearranging the junk.
Coleman looking fit as a fiddle. That has to be the lightest I've ever seen.
He's been talking up his exercise regime, and he's dropped a few, and he certainly had a good season with the bat. He's made a ton against Paul Kembler early in the season, a couple of 50s, and he took a fifer before Christmas as well, so he's certainly having a good year. Lee Turner there in the middle now.
He's got to be a big game player for you.
Certainly. I think he's been given the nod to open the batting today, and he'll certainly lead from the front. He's coming off a 59 yesterday against Dapto. A bit disappointed with how that innings ended. Certainly there was a big ton on offer there. So who's opening the dig for Keira?
Harry Duggan, and I'm trying to see who the guy on the right is. I'm struggling. Unless it's Toby Felvis.
It looks like Davidson, as expected, will take the first over.
Nice cross breeze across this ground off the beaches.
Davo will certainly be looking to throw it up into that breeze. Hoping to draw a false shot down to deep mid on or cow corner. Can bowl a true mixed bag. Bowl seam up, in swing, out swing, the odd leggy, and he claims to bowl a Jeff.
So, confirmation, Gellam will be batting a 3, and it's Toby Felvis, who is also a cult hero at Keira Cricket Club. Very early in the piece, as soon as he turned 18, as we get prepared for the first ball.
Davidson trots in, full and outside off. Cheeky single there for
Possible overthrows.
Felvis to get off the mark. So what areas do you think Duggan's going to be looking to attack?
Definitely square of the wicket.
Square of the wicket.
He likes the hook and pull shot, and he doesn't mind going down the ground. It looks like he'll have to force the pace on the ball.
Definitely.
Off Davidson.
Davo, the ball goes backwards in the air out of the arm. A little bit of in-swing there for Davis.
Very, very late in-swing there. Played well by Harry. Oh, little bit of something there.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a dabble outside off. Davo will be looking for that. Try and get a little bit of an edge into Paddy Reese's gloves.
Bit of a nervous start here from Duggan. He drives that on down the mid off. No run.
Another dot there for Davo. Looking to build some pressure for Bondi to come in at the other end.
Duggan came in well prepared today. He didn't have a shirt. Had to beg and plead the Facebook group for someone to deliver a shirt to him.
Big shout there.
Big shout for LB. They staggered through for a leg bye. So it's none for two off the first.
Stoic. So none for two after one.
Fergo didn't really like that, did he?
So as expected, Stephen Bond from the southern end.
The talisman.
Possibly has the most wickets in second grade cricket for the Butchers.
Wouldn't be too far off district as well.
Yeah, he'd be close. He's finally getting a run in first grade of late, and he's been used effectively with the new ball, and it's good to see him finally get the chance, and not only get the chance, but to take it as well. So as much as we'd love him back in twos, I don't see it happening.
Well, you got him here today, so let's see what the big man can do.
Ooh, running out's on here.
Ooh, Keira adopting the nick and run strategy early on.
It's effective in T20s, especially early on when it might be a bit hard to piece the field if you're not a good batsman.
Not a bad strategy against Bond.
Yeah. Certainly hard. A bloke that's hard to get through the ring.
Felvers cracks one to mid-off, immediately calls yes and scatters through for a run.
Not a bad tactic to put some pressure on the fielders early. Try and force that single.
Yeah, both sides not known for their fielding prowess, I don't think.
No.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Certainly our third grade side earlier looked a lot more mobile in the field. A bit more youth and energy in there.
Change of the field. Just adjusting to this nick and run strategy. Run out's on again. And he's out.
He's run him out.
He was quick
That
to
was
say
Davidson there, heads up fielding.
yes. So Harry Duggan wanted the run, got turned back by his partner.
Would have been a very tight run if they had have gone.
I think it was a fair call to turn him back.
Yeah.
Don't really think there was much on there.
No, definitely not. Not with Davidson lurking there.
So Keira lose their first wicket.
Direct hit.
Duggan
Just
out for a
talking down
duck.
the fielding there. Sharp run out.
Yeah, commentator's curse there. Now the big man Jellum, the man on fire. James has the largest calf and thigh of any man I've ever seen for a man of his height. And he is he's working on building the rest of his body to be that shape.
Starting at the ground floor.
Starting at the ground floor. He was always a skinny fella with large legs, which was very strange, but he's getting a bit more into proportion these days.
No lid for the Bond.
No,
I wouldn't expect too much short stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen Jellum wear a helmet. I don't think he has too many brains to protect.
Taking the leg stump guard here to Stephen.
Look for Jellum to hit down the ground.
Full and outside off there. Put behind point for what looks like it might be 2 or 3.
An easy couple. Jellum straight off the mark with a lovely late glance.
I think Bondi was a bit ginger after his bowling effort yesterday, so let's just see how he eases into this spell. Nice and full.
Well dug out by Jell. Yeah, the early morning Sunday start, not as early as some of these younger, lower grades, but 12 o'clock on a Sunday can often feel like 5 a.m.
That's correct. Oh, little inside edge there. Little Frenchie to the keeper.
Not real happy with that one, Jellum. Keira 1 for 6 off 2. So as we were talking about before the game started, 110, 115 would probably be
very competitive. It's a big outfield out there too for a T20, especially to the eastern side of the ground. I think the boundaries will be coming towards us to the grandstand. Davison full and outside off. Oh, there's the edge between keeper and slip.
Felvis a little lucky.
Caught
but
him on the
he'll
treadmill.
Happily take the 2. So a few little nicks and nudges here early on.
Outfield here is second to none and will run away for those twos that other grounds you might expect a single.
It is a bowling green out there.
Davidson again outside off. Stopped at point by Turner.
Felvis giving it the full whip at his bat. Unfortunately, straight at the fielder.
Again falling outside off. Picked up by Turner. Building a bit of pressure here is Davidson.
Yeah, the late little end swing, I think, is causing some hassles.
Bit more room there outside off.
Another dot, compounding the pressure here.
Davo also claims to have a slower ball. Not quite sure he could let it out any slower. Oh, that's skied.
Felvis has gone down the ground. He's put it just to the right of mid-off.
2 runs there.
You got a chance your arm in T20. Something had to give there, so.
Good areas again from Davidson, putting the pressure right on the Keira bats.
There's a bit of a misfield there.
Yeah, that was pretty ordinary. Ordinary from Pryor.
Felvis was, Ellen was backing up and run out could have possibly been on, but the throw was a mile wide. Keira gets to scutter through for another run. So Keira 1 for 10 off 3.
After 3 overs, Keira, 1 for 11.
Stephen Bond, the second Bond to play in a T20 Grand Final today. His younger brother, Josh, opened the bowling for the third grade team. Bowled really well. Bondy falling on middle and leg. His work to win on for a single.
Good work there from Toby Felvis. It's milking him down the ground for 1.
What do you think Ellam's looking at?
I think definitely down the ground.
Down the
That's
ground?
his, between straight and cow corner. Definitely Ellam's zone.
There it is.
Took a deflection there.
He certainly left that shot open for him. There's no men outside the ring. Bold field for Bondy.
There it is. That's the trademark shot of Jellum for a quick 2. Yeah, as captain over the previous years, it was always a bit of a tough nut to crack. Is Bondy's opening spell is whether to go down the ground. That's really the only place you can safely try and attack him. They've moved the player out to cow corner now.
Full on outside off and put down to mid-off for a toss. He certainly makes you play every ball.
And he makes you play straight.
Yes.
If you play a horizontal bat stroke against him, you can get in trouble very quickly.
Straight to cover.
They're starting to hit the ball a bit cleaner, but unfortunately all the strikes are going to straight to the fielders.
The Keira second grade looking for their the third title in 4 years, or
We won the first 3, and then
catch.
And there's a catch.
Davison. Ellam spoons one to to square leg. Be disappointed with that shot.
Yeah, he's pretty disgusted in himself. It just helped it on its way straight down.
It was starting to look good when he was working the drives.
Probably needed a fuller bat stroke. So here we come, Darcy Crane. Strong player, pretty much around the game. Probably our best batsman.
Yep.
And right up there in our bowling. So this is probably the key wicket here for the Butchers. Yes, this is the 5th straight appearance for Keira in the T20 finals. Yes, we won the first 3, and then last year, once again, this is the 4th between our 2 clubs. And Northern Districts got the better of us last year. So we've been here before. We know what needs to be done, and I don't really think we're doing it just yet.
Oh, Davidson takes a wicket. Sismy, the catch at mid-off. Not a good ball to be chasing there by Felvis, I don't think.
No, it was a good strike, just straight down Sismay's throat, who took a fairly comfortable catch. It was definitely there to hit. Just needed to probably go through cover rather than to mid-off.
Doesn't Davidson love it? Best celebration in the Butchers, Ryan Davidson. Look
well
at that.
judged catch by the skipper.
John O'Kee's the 12th man for the 2nd grade team today. Would be leading all chats, knowing Jono.
And here's the season campaigner, Jack Dobinson. Some might not recognise him. He's lost his hair over the last couple of years. Recently engaged.
Recently engaged.
Recently 30.
The wild man's been tamed.
I think his fiancée thought he would give up the drink by now, but I don't think that's happened.
You think Dobbo will be looking cow corner-ish?
Yes, he certainly likes very square of the wicket or straight down the ground. His indoor training days, indoor cricket days, going for the maximum down the ground has trained him well to...
Yep. So these are the 2 I'd characterise as the danger men for the Butchers today. The partnership here could put Keira back on top.
Yeah, certainly. I think they've probably got the most experience between the sides, and Dobbo will be looking to do it. He knows that a bit of consolidation is required now. Don't want to lose another wicket before the 5th over.
Certainly a bit of movement out there for Davison.
So it's tailing in ever so gently.
Stephen Bonds nurdled his way into first slip.
Little
Work
punch
to
down the
mid-on.
mid-on.
No run. Murray Kennedy. If there's a Butcher to take a single on, it's Murray Kennedy. Put the pressure on him.
Yeah, I think they missed out on one there. Dobbo keen to just get a sider, I think. And there's one to hit. And they scramble through after a misfield. So after the 4th over, it's 3 for 15.
Good over there for the Butchers. Good couple of overs. Keira looking to consolidate a partnership here. Wouldn't want to lose any more wickets for a little while.
Yeah, certainly. I think they need to go, keep it within that 4 to 5 and over range for the first 12 to 15 and hopefully keep wickets in hand, and then leave it to some of the aggressive batsmen down the order to have a slap and pile on some runs. But of course you need wickets in hand to do that.
Here comes Stephen for his 3rd.
So he looks to bowl out.
Works a mid-wicket for no run. Yeah, imagine the next 2 overs. Keira would look to just consolidate.
I think so. I
Till
think
the field
just
goes out.
see these openers off if they continue to bowl out, and then see what else is on offer.
Stephen Bond, of course, the reigning second grade district average winner.
It's a trophy I think he's very accustomed with.
He's won it a few times.
He has.
He's been burgled by a few of our players in the past too. I remember one year him and Mike Doig would have taken 100 wickets between them, and John Robinson scraped in the averages with about 20 wickets, taking 9, 10, 11. Big shout.
Big shout, but I think it was hitting outside the line.
Also Clubman of the Year for the Butchers last season.
Great award to have. I'm also the reigning Keira Clubman of the Year.
Oh, that was a good shout. Certainly puts a lot of work in off the field for the Butchers and is pretty much the heart and soul of the club in many ways. Work to mid-on, no run.
It was a running joke for many years that Bond would get 5 against Keira, and we'd never understand how he did it, how it happened. He didn't seem to be on fire or anything, but when the stats came out at the end, Bond had 5.
Yeah. Work behind square by Dobinson.
A little sneaky inside edge.
4 runs.
First boundary of the day.
And I think that's where Bondy's strength is. He forces the creative shot, so forces that behind square from outside off. Very risky early on.
He's just tried to straighten up there, looking for that LBW with a very good shout the ball before.
There's a slow ball, work to
deep mid on. Just a single to Dobinson.
Bond having a bit of chirp with Dave Cullen about the LBW decision, pleading his case. Bondy's appeals certainly are a thing of beauty. Down on one knee, invariably arse crack hanging out of the bottom of the pants.
There's a lot of him. It's mesmerising when he runs in a bowl. I think that might be part of his technique, his secret. That's a great shot. Dobinson down on the slog sweep. That is a Dobinson trademark. Not so much of Jack, but rather of his father, David Dobinson, who recently had a mild heart attack. So life ever Keira. Hopefully he's recouping in bed watching the stream. Good shout out to you, Dave. It's a couple of 4s now, really.
Broke the shackles a bit there, Dobbo. 2 4s.
That one was up there.
Dobbo going to get some overs today?
That's the $1 million question. It'll really depend on how the rest are going. He hasn't had much opportunity this season.
Very tight delivery there from Rhino.
The gentle off spinners. We've got 2 gentle off spinners within the side. So, Dobbo's
he's whacked it again for a single down to
cow corner, giving it some. Starting to get a sider.
Bit of a recovery here.
Yeah, just after those 2 quick wickets, we've had a flurry of runs. And Darcy Crane to take strike for the first time in a couple of overs. Very solid in defence.
Certainly Keira had a strong batting lineup over the years in second grade. Always seem to be able to put on big scores in comparison to the other clubs.
Yeah, we've always been gifted with, one or two guys whose effort, attitude, technique haven't really been up to first grade standard, but certainly well accustomed to second grade. Your Paul Dunns, your Matt Williams, your Doug Murphys.
That'd be Davidson's 4th over bowled out. Stephen Bond coming on for his last.
So the 2 openers are going to bowl 8 straight.
Yep.
Who have you got to come? Who do you
I
think's
think
going to come?
I think we'll
first stage?
see Captain Graham Sismy on next. I'm not sure who else. They've got a few options. They've got Cottam, Murray Kennedy, Stu Pryor.
Absolute plethora of slow mediums.
A lot of nudes out there.
Yeah. Nudge down to square leg.
I have a feeling we'll see Sismy and Kennedy next. Kennedy electing to field in no hat.
Melanoma's not a thing.
No.
Lovely straight drive.
Oh,
Run
the
out
run out was on there.
Well fielded there. Short mid off by
Pryor. After last year's grand final, Pryor gave himself the nickname of the finisher, and he hasn't shaken it.
self-appointed nicknames are always the great ones.
Nice and full there. No run.
Hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Thanks to Johnston Legal and Bar TV Sports. Absolute great setup here.
Are we a commentator down this year? I remember there being a commentator.
Normally there is a guest celebrity, your I-98 FM type host that actually knows what he's doing as opposed to us two clowns.
Slave labour here, thanks to Cricket Illawarra.
I'm sure we'll get a sausage sandwich and a Coke out of it.
I was sure there'd be an appearance fee.
I can talk to Mike Johnson of Johnson
Get him
Legal.
to open the purse strings.
Get a slice of some of that solicitor cash.
Oh, that's out. It has to be.
That's full straight and you're done.
Big
Dobbo.
Bondi takes the big wicket of Jack Dobinson, missing a full toss.
Dobbo was looking filthy, but I think he's just filthy the fact that he didn't hit that. Yeah, that is out, son.
That's the middle of middle.
It does not get any plumber than that, Jack.
Hit the knee roll, but on the way down, in front of middle.
Take a middle and leg. Don't think you could really argue with that one.
Bondi quenching his thirst after that wicket.
The incoming batsman is the newcomer to the town. They say he replaced myself, David Mason.
He's got some blocks there, old Mason.
Lovely locks. Don't often see them free flowing. I don't know much about Meso, but I'm told he goes all right.
We'll find out if he can match it with Stephen Bond's levels.
I've shared a frosty beverage with him, and he goes all right there. So
Good chat.
Good chat.
Where are the Lions drinking these days?
We're over at Wiseman Park Bowling Club, City of Wollongong.
Right
Bowling
next
club.
to
Right
the
next
third
to
grade ground.
the home of Keira Cricket, Wiseman Park.
Shortest square boundaries in world cricket.
Yep. It's always good value for our third and fourth graders playing at home.
First ball. Oh,
Solid in defence from Mason.
I think he's got you covered on the front foot defence there, James.
Yes, definitely.
So that's Bondi bowled out, taking the big wicket of Dobinson with him.
Keira.
So they'll be looking to expand their scoring now, I think. Now we've seen the openers off. Danger Man Bond measly 2 for 10 or so.
So here comes Scissors, captain of the side for a few years now. Certainly coming into his own as a captain and a leader. Has another bloke that has a bag of tricks. More of a cutter.
He likes to roll his fingers over it.
Has a very sneaky quicker ball too that is considerably faster and well disguised.
Yes, we thought we figured it out. His little rub of the head.
Yeah.
He gives a little rub of the head before he's going to bowl his quicker one, but I'm not sure if that was just coincidence.
I don't know if we're that subtle at the Butchers. Trots in.
There's a lot of shoulders.
Oh, that's
And
a
that
good
is
shot down the ground.
Delightful shot from Darcy Crane. Shot of the day so far.
Good value straight here today.
Yes, the ground's looking a picture after the recent Country Carnival. New side screen. Oh, new scoreboard. Electronic scoreboard.
Wollongong in first grade polled on the runs here yesterday, I believe. Dave Stano making a big ton. Laws in the runs.
Oh, just short of the man at... Oh, and he's down. Just short of the man at mid-off. And he's taken one.
Davison just taking a bullet for the Butchers there. Still down.
Was that thigh? Hip?
I think it might have been breadbasket.
Or somewhere a bit nastier.
Probably should have used his hands. Might have avoided all that.
Just a little sting.
So, certainly looking to get after Sismy here. No siders. Ooh, there might be some extras.
That's a bonus. That's one thing you definitely can't do in T20 cricket is give too many free ones away.
Especially the front foot.
Which has been very
miserly with the...
That's
a good shot.
Absolutely.
Drive.
Cracking cover drive.
Jack Collymore, 16-year-old Jack Collymore after it.
3 runs to Meso.
Jack Collymore, captain of the under-16 rep side this year. But had a bit of a tough time out in Newcastle, the Bradman Cup, but certainly maturing as a cricketer. Put some runs on the board earlier in the season. Hopefully he continues it today.
The Districts has certainly had their steady flow of young fellas coming through the grades, and they're definitely given plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, we're getting there, and one thing we do like to do is promote the youth when they show the talent. Our first grade side is just starting to turn a corner with the bat. This guy's still around 22, 23, starting to dominate and put some scores on the board, so it's all looking good at the moment.
Probably the best over for the Lions there.
Definitely, very tidy over for them.
About 8 off it, 9 off it. And some beautiful strokes starting to find their way.
Looks like it is Kennedy to bowl. Bowls a heavy ball, a lot of shoulder work involved. Every week, Scissors will send out a text asking for a 3-2-1 to keep a player's player track. And last week, Muzz gave himself a point, which is frowned upon around our parts.
Should be frowned upon in all parts, I would say. You can't be giving yourself points.
No. He'll certainly be earning himself a fine at the end of the season for that effort. Here we go. Oh, could be on here.
Oh
no. Davidson will be unhappy with that effort.
Looking up into the sun, just got a bit short on him. Darcy didn't get the full meat of it. The shot was on, but just got himself in a bit of a mess there. Big appeal from the bowler.
Huge appeal.
Not really sure what he's appealing for because it didn't carry to the keeper.
LB shout, maybe?
If it is, it would be hopeful at best.
Big Murray copping it from the Keira supporters after that shout.
As always, we have Keira stalwart Dick Dallas up on the hill. Always likes to get in behind the bowler's arm. That's where
He's a fixture at Keira games, isn't he?
he's at every single Keira game. If it's the highest ranking, so if there's no first grade, he'll be at second grade.
Yep.
And therefore, and down the grades. He'll set himself up at Wiseman Park.
Oh, it could be extras.
One down the leg. Dave Cullen signals wide.
Got to keep his head here, Muzz. He's bowled a few good balls to start off the over.
Dave's making sure the scorers have got that one. So 2 freebies. Another little late dabble from Darcy Crane.
Coleman after it.
Big strides from Coleman.
Big arm there from Luke.
And
Luke was on the unfortunate position of being in first grade yesterday as a batsman and in second grade for day 2. Fielded 90 overs, didn't get a bowl. Second grade batted yesterday, so we'll have another 90 overs in the field next weekend. I don't think he was too happy about it. Another single there for...
Ooh, very good throw, but comfortably home. Yeah, unlucky to the Coleman there. Couldn't have happened to a nice guy.
Certainly a well-known figure amongst the other clubs is Coleman.
He's a man who enjoys the circuit. Fond of Wollongong nightlife.
Yeah.
And doesn't mind striking up a conversation.
He's getting married in Japan later in the year. He's certainly enjoying domesticated life.
Aren't we all? Another short one, which is latched onto by Mason.
Stephen Bond, the Austin Mere Panther, picks it up.
The Austin Mere Panther?
Yes. He's
So
the elusive...
He's the elusive Panther.
Yes. Many people think it's a black panther, but it's a white panther. And he roams the northern suburbs. Generally between first slip and fine leg.
Hiding in those trees. That beard's been a mainstay for a few years now.
Yeah, it's a good beard. He made a decision earlier in the year to shave it off, and the results weren't good. So
I can't imagine they would be.
back now.
That's a cracking shot. Oh, it's taken a deflection from the cover fieldsman.
And Jack Collymore there, just getting behind it.
Just the single.
Look like they're targeting Sismere here. Well, there's the cutter.
Big dance down the wicket from Darcy. One of 2 Darcys in the side. Darcy Crane and Darcy McMahon. Not a common name, but obviously popular in 1991. Or whenever they were born. 87? 88?
Popular around the Gwynville, Kirraville region.
A lot of Austin fans there.
Austin?
Jane Austen. Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy, yes.
Another big shot down the ground.
Oh, Ray on? No.
Just foxing. So I think Keira would be satisfied at the moment but really need to start getting the wriggle on in the back end.
Yeah, they'll be looking for a few boundaries here. Certainly starting to play some good shots down the ground. Just having a few difficulties reaching the infield.
If they can keep ticking it over at 4-5 and over, as they are doing, just for another few, and then have a good solid 6 overs. Still got James Stacey to bat, who can definitely put them away. There's a big shot, and that's probably going to be taken.
Yes, that's a wicket.
Bondi,
the Aussie Panther. Snavels one there, down at backward point, doing laps of the field.
Departing batsman Darcy Crane.
Be disappointed. He was starting to look good there. Starting to look like he was in.
Yeah, just a few mishits towards the back end of his innings there. Incoming batsman's Captain Stark. Matthew Stark is a nudger and a noodler.
Do you think he'll be looking for the quick single?
I think he'll be trying to give Mason as much strike as possible and make sure to consolidate, get to that 14th or 15th over. Get to that peanut butter jelly time at the end of the T20s.
Sismy taking a drink after the wicket, refreshing himself. Here comes Kennedy for his second.
Wonder what Dick's opinion of that very large LB appeal. He's got the binoculars there.
Yeah. I think he might have given it not out.
It's a new batsman on strike.
Kennedy ambles in. Decent ball there. Worked to mid-wicket for a single.
Ordinary throw. Allows Stark to get off the mark.
Well, he's lost his run up there.
There's not much of his run up, so
No.
just
Good
outside
movement
the
there.
off. Yeah, just outside the off. Definitely put in on that one. Bit more shoulders. It's a trade of second grade bowling. Shoulders.
He tells us he used to be a bodybuilder, the old Muzz.
Does look like he's benched a few. That's a...
Did you get a bit of bat on that?
Yeah, I think he did. Lovely little
around for 4.
leg glance for 4. Just tailing down. Oh, he's
Leg
called it leg
buys.
buys.
Might feel a bit ripped off there.
Yeah, I think that came off the bat. But I'm sure Keira will take them all the same. Showing the great crowd.
See if Murray can get back online here. It's a better ball. Work behind point.
So the third year in a row, I think it is. Bar TV's been covering,
Yeah.
thanks to Johnson Legal.
Been lucky to play in a few games that have been covered. Haven't
Forever
etched
on-
on YouTube. I can't bring myself to watch myself play. It doesn't feel good when I do it. I don't think it would feel good watching it either.
I have to admit, a bit of vanity. I have watched the first 5 minutes of the first round, the first year, until Jack Dobinson sledged me mercilessly, so I turned it off. One day we'll go back and watch it when we're old men. Relive the glory days.
It's certainly a great service that they provide to regional sports. Good shot there for no run to cover.
It's a 5 for 54 after 11. Still hovering at that 5 and over,
Yeah.
which will get you to 100. If you can just tick that up with a few wickets in hand.
100 in a grand final has been a handy score. Doesn't look like much on paper, but can be difficult to chase with the pressure on. Certainly, Dapto in third grade defended 105. I think the 90 was defended last year by the Butchers.
Yes, that one still hurts.
I think the year before that in second grade, just over 100 was chased down pretty late.
Was that 100, 115, 117 or so? And I think it was very similar in the year prior to that as well, against Dapto. Dapto put on, I think, close on 100, and Keira chased it down comfortably with some wobbles.
Confirmation that Uni took out the fourth grade T20. This is Cottam coming on to bowl. His left arm orthos. Has a habit of getting people to try and sweep him and bowling them leg stump.
Yeah, it's the left arm coming around the wicket, just in behind. He likes to pop out from behind the umpire, and he sort of is on you before you know about him. Loves wearing the shades as well.
Yeah, and the sweatband. It's proven to be a very effective T20 bowler for twos.
Definitely gives you a sider of the ball.
Good
and that
shot.
is, that was a suicide run, but got away with it. So the skipper showed his intent. He's definitely looking to get bat on ball and get down the other end. Another lovely shot down the ground. Just be one though. So 2 boundary riders out. Cow corner. And now for the skipper Stark.
I think there's just one out for Stark.
Yeah, mid-on's coming up for Stark, just to save that one. As Stark comes down the ground, nudges it to mid-off for a single. So Stark definitely looking to turn the strike over and give it to his batting partner, Dave Mason. It's a full-bodied shot. That's a great shot.
Should be looking at 3 here.
If it doesn't run, it's an absolutely boiling away. Shot of the day from David Mason, I would say. Scissors chasing after it to no avail.
Worked to mid on there for no run.
Another good over there for Keira. Setting the platform for a tilt at the end.
And Dave Mason moves to 12 not out. Stark on 4.
So there's going to be some bowling changes, or there going to be a couple of cameo 2 overs?
I think we'll see a few cameos.
That's a big shout, tail down leg.
Haven't seen Coleman with the ball yet. Haven't seen Pryor either. We'll see how we go.
Another couple of leg buys. Bondi was battling the chase after that one.
Chasing the ball is not Bond's strength.
Lovely turn from Stark. That might run too. It'll be at least 3. Good coverage
Just
from the
3.
fielder there.
Bondi almost beating young Jack Collymore to the fence there.
The difference being that Collymore had about 100 metres to field, and Bondi had 7.
Bond does back himself with the bat though. He's every time he gets the not out, he's tells you how much he was robbed of a ton in the making.
He can be a frustrating batsman. not much intent to score runs.
No. And see if Kennedy can adjust his line back to outside off here. That's a better ball.
Getting a message from James Dixon, who is currently in Canada, the Keira clown.
Watching live.
Watching live on Bar TV Sports.
It's a good drive there.
Absolutely cracking shot from Mason again. And that should be another 3. He's coming back. Excellent throw from the boundary, but the shots are now flowing.
Starting to put the foot down a bit here.
Yes, James Dixon would love to be here. Loves nothing more than a sideline with a beer in Canada for an exchange. He's teaching over there for a season, for a year. It's a big shout out to James Dixon on the...
A few teachers getting around the lines.
There are. I think they like the holidays. A lot of holidays during the summer.
Yes. My wife's a school teacher, and I certainly am envious every time I have to go to work and she's doing whatever she wants. And chase the wide one there. Squirts a single.
Pressure on the fielder there, and definitely could have been a run out on. Very good over there for the Lions.
Could be Kennedy's last over there.
I think the hook's coming out.
I anticipate it might be on the way. Cottam coming on for his second over here. You think they'll be looking over the top now? Sub fielder coming on for Kennedy, so definitely the hook is confirmed.
Yeah, Keira don't have a 12th man.
No 12s.
Despite not having any other players in the final, and some very ordinary fielders, so probably a missed opportunity there. As Stark continues to just work the single, the way Mason's hitting them at the moment, you can understand why.
So where'd you pick Mason up from?
He's a long-time friend of Martin Luskin, first grade keeper. He's a Bally boy.
Ah.
I think he plays the soccer with Luskin.
Good effort there from Paddy Rees behind the stumps to nix the single.
That's a cracking shot.
That is a good shot.
4 down the ground. Save your legs. Lovely shot, David Mason. It's a great little partnership here, building. Mason's really anchored this innings. After a disappointing start for the Lions, really pegged back by Bond. Now they're really starting to spread the field.
Yes.
Plenty square the wicket on the leg side.
Oh no.
Another misfield would give up at least one.
Keys there, beaten by the bounce, I believe.
Awkward bounce on the off the square here.
In the wars a bit, John O'Keefe.
Yeah, he's having a hard time. He's got a lot of ground to cover. And they're taking him on. Stark dancing down the wicket and punching it to Keira corner for a single.
Picked up by Clemens there at Cow corner. Another good over for the Lions.
So 5 overs to go. Definitely have a platform to explode from here.
Stu Pryor into the attack. The finisher. More military mediums, but a little bit of wobble there from Stu. Another man who bowls in the sunnies.
Yeah, what's that about?
I can't get on board with it. The boys let him know, don't worry. But just goes with it.
So Stark on strike, tries
He's gotten the touch on.
Tries to slap that down the ground.
Stewie will just try and keep this nice and full. Keep him on the front foot. Very full.
That's a no ball, I would say. Yes, Dave Cullen has called a no ball and he has cracked it for 4, so that's huge.
First free hit of the day.
They've been very disciplined, the Butchers, but that was a gift. And Dave Cullen goes through the many symbols.
Where's Stark looking for a hit?
I think his big hit's a square of the wicket. And Dave finally signals the free hit. Lovely shot down the ground.
Good result from the free hit there for Stu. Be unhappy with that.
Keira moves to 85. That's hits. Oh, Bondi!
Great grab by Stephen Bond.
Pulled it out of nowhere. Doesn't he love it? Oh, Bondi.
More laps for Bondi.
He didn't know about it until it was in his hand, I don't think. Oh, look at that. What a grab.
The vertical leap there, at least 2 centimetres off the ground.
Oh, I've seen elephants get off the ground more than that. Look at that. Oh, that was a solid half metre off. That was half a foot off the ground. Great catch, Bondi. Gives the big finger.
And he certainly is a talisman for the second grade side.
Mason comes off after a cracking innings.
Good knock there from Mason.
Great knock for 22. New batsman is the wild man. The wild thing.
From memory, he doesn't mind square of the wicket.
James Stacey, the word unorthodox comes to mind. Does like hitting leather.
White boy dreadlocks too.
Loves his dreads. Had them for a few years.
There was a few Stacey's kicking around Keira for a while, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's Greg the father and James's brother Nick, who's one of the best fielders I've ever seen.
Might have been a handy 12-y.
Would have been very handy. I think he was 12th man last year for that exact reason. He's taken some absolutely astounding catches. But let's see whether James wants to muck around.
Just work to mid-off for a single.
Knows there's plenty of time left. So there's only the bowlers really left behind James. I would say Matt Fisher or Fisher. I'd say Fisher would be coming in next, followed by Young Horse and maybe Darcy McMahon coming in at sticks.
Oh, Scissors won't be happy with himself there.
Rare mistake from the skipper.
Interesting over there. Had a bit of everything.
Yeah. How's that catch from Bondi? He's just a magic
He
man.
pulls them out. Even when he's in the slips, he'll just pull something out, diving forward, one hand. The umpire Fergo said to him once, "Stephen, I did not back you in there in any way, and I don't know how you did it." And that pretty much sums up how his fielding is. This looks like Coleman.
Coleman coming on for the big one.
He's had a bit of a renaissance with the ball this season.
Richard Chikwe, as the Keira boys affectionately called him.
Gets away with one there. Shortened his run up, and I think it's prolonged his bowling.
Yeah, he's a bit quicker through the air.
He toyed with becoming an off spinner, and it did not go well.
No.
So it's good to see him back with the seam up.
That's what I last recall of him. That's down leg, and that's a freebie.
Talked him up, and he's not rewarding.
Need to get that radar right.
He was certainly upset not to get a bowling first grade yesterday, considering they bowled 90 overs.
I don't miss that.
90 overs in the field at Reed Park.
Oh,
That's two there. Butch has got to pick up the fielding a bit. Let it slip here.
he's certainly given us a few bonuses throughout the innings.
Looking at 120s now.
Yeah, I think 120's on. Certainly that first hump is getting that 100 on the board.
It's a better ball from Luke. Oh, he's run him out.
That's
Stacey gone.
Stacey out, unlucky.
Bit of miscommunication there between captain and keeper.
Some quick work from the bowler with a back flick. He came. Stace was a bit too... just a little slip. And
Well in. There's never a run on there.
there was never a run on. James was just a bit too keen, I think, to get down the other end. Big wicket. So Harry Fisher to come out. Apologise for calling him Matt.
Looks a bit disappointed there, Stacey.
Yeah.
Just starting to get into it.
It was tailor-made for him those last few overs. Unfortunate not to get a crack at it. So we're into the bowlers now. Harry Fisher, definitely no mug with the bat.
John O'Kee's at the front of screen there, swimming in those pants.
That might have just changed the pace that Keira takes onto this. It might change their approach.
Work behind, just in front of square for a single. Sees me with that baseball arm.
Yeah, I think they just might change gears a little. Protect their wickets. Make sure they bat their overs and just look for the single or two.
Harry Fisher not going to look to go long. He just had a quick look out square leg way.
Harry is a man that could do anything. This could go anywhere. A lovely shot.
Just short one to the covers for a single.
Harry's definitely got that X factor. He can bring it. Would not be surprised to see him bowling hoops later this afternoon.
Bit of a swing bowler.
Bit of a swing bowler. On his day, moves it a mile. Captain Stark on strike, calls the single very straight.
Retains the strike. Not a bad over there from Coleman after he got his radar on.
Another shout out to another line I've just got contact with up in the Goldie. David Marshall, Purfleet. Watching on YouTube as well. Thanks to Johnston Legal, Bar TV Sports.
All the Keira boys surely enjoying your insights, James. Just been joined in the commentary box by Murray Kennedy, who's come off the field. Muzz, tell us what was going on with that LBW shout. You were copping it from the crowd.
Mate, it's hit him just above the knee roll in front of middle stump.
Mate, we had the screens on. It was in no way out.
I don't think if there was another set of stumps to the off stump, I don't think it would have hit.
It was a good appeal, though. It was 10 out of 10 appeal.
Thanks, mate.
Prolonged.
So Sismy back into the attack here to close it out.
So Captain Stark definitely just playing the anchor role here, just happy to take the singles, bat the overs.
Yeah, in no way was it out, Muzz. It's a quick
Big
single
run out
there.
on here. Oh, could have been. Umpire says
Tight
no.
call. Wouldn't mind seeing a replay of that.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I think he might have just got in.
Pretty good umpire, Dave.
I'm always a fan. Always a fan if Dave's on. Here we go. Here's the umpire. Oh, jeez, it's close. Scissors. Oh,
I think he was just in. Works a mid-wicket for a single.
yes. Umpires Ferguson and Cullen, two of the best going out there. Obviously, they've got the handle on the second grade. Cracking strike from Fish down the ground.
Good effort there from Cottam to stop the extras. Got to get his radar back on, Scissors. He's been a bit straight here. Full.
Full bang down the mid on again.
That's 100 up for Keira.
I think that's definitely the benchmark now. They'll start to really push it now. Fisher cracks one over to mid-wicket.
It's going to
Plug.
plug.
Plenty of runs as there's no one out there. They've taken on the arm. Fish the big dive.
Good running there.
Great running.
Certainly in the lower grades, there's certainly running between wickets separates those top teams from the lower teams.
Pressure on the field. Just looking likely in the field. Something I always harped on about. Even if you're not going to get it, look like you're going to get it. Try and put that doubt in the batsman's eye.
So this looks like Coleman. It's a bowl. Is this the final over?
Second last over.
Second
I believe.
last over.
So I think now Keira's got over that hump. They're really 2 overs to go. I think it's time.
Go time?
Peanut butter jelly time. There we go. Straight down the ground. Down to mid-wicket. Cow corner's covering. There's two to
there.
Fish.
Butchers have got a bit straight in the last couple of overs. I want to fix that line up.
Yeah, not as much movement as the openers were tailing around. And that's... Oh,
Run outs on him.
definitely should be out if he hits. Came off, I think he chalked that one. Off the toe of the bat. It wasn't even in the picture. Put one on the arm.
Fisher works one.
They're going hard on the arm and another
Good running there.
Really excellent running from the skip. Necessary at this stage of the game
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Put the pressure on the arm. Wickets are all but meaningless. That one's high in the air. No one's in it. Right in between three fielders.
And Clements picks it up. Run outs on here.
Run out is definitely
Yes, that's out.
on. And Skipper Stark unselfishly run out for 23. Great little dig there.
Good effort from Stark. Didn't look to hit the big ball.
No, just look to keep that 100 strike rate. Really solidified that innings. Great partnership with Mason.
Probably picked the wrong bloke in the team to run on. Logan Clements, good arm from out in the boundary.
Skipper gets a round of applause.
So who's this in?
This is Pony. Horses, the young horse.
Young horse.
Andrew Horsley's eldest. First year of full-fledged seniors.
Coleman adjusting the junk and then the nipple. Not sure what's going on there.
Not familiar with that. The junk nipple twitch.
Might be a personal thing. I don't know. Just adjusting the field here. Still just the one man out. A deep cow. Good stop there by Keys.
Just getting a bit adventurous there, little Pony. I definitely think that Fish has got to be the main man to go large. But Horsley is no mug with the bat.
Yeah.
The man behind him, Darcy McMahon, not so much.
It's a good ball there from Coleman to end the over. Oh, they just sneak through for a single.
Another sneaky signal. So 1 over to go, and it definitely looks like that score we talked about, 115 to 120, is on.
Chasing in the final is always a tough ask.
Runs on the board. Runs on the board means that, a low-scoring over can really put the pressure right on the batsman.
This is me just buttering up Dave for an LB here.
We haven't seen the rub of the head yet. It's a lovely shot at back of point.
Picked up by Clements there.
Gully even.
Slow ball there. Worked to cover for a single.
Pretty well played from Fish there. Looking for the big one, but knew it wasn't on. Just adjusted his stroke. Let's see what Pony's got.
Another slow ball. Another single.
Just looking to milk, get to that 115.
Both teams just trying to contain it here in the last over, it looks like.
A couple of boundaries to finish up would be great. Scissors bowling very well this into depth.
Interesting shot there.
Not sure what the plan was there.
Was waiting for the stumps to be rattled.
It's a dot ball. Be a relief for the Butchers. Cracking shot through covers. That's the chase is on, and that is going to roll away to the fence.
That's a four.
Absolute Jaffa from Fish. Second last ball of the innings.
I think Harry Fisher might have been a bit done by the captain here. It's a glorious cover drive.
As I said, he's no mug with the bat. That is an absolutely textbook cover drive.
John O'Kee's on the fence, no chance. Good effort, though, from the young fella. Oh, it's another slower ball.
Wiley from the skipper.
And that's over in time.
Yeah, so I think you'd be happy with that, the Lions.
117.
117.
Harry Fisher, 17 not out at the end there. Good little cameo.
Okay, at the end of the 20 overs, Keira, 8 for 117.
Great little cameo from Fish.
The 115 proved to be a bit of an accurate prediction.
I think a close one is also going to be an accurate
Yeah.
prediction.
Butchers will be looking to a better start than in previous years. Seem to either dig themselves in a hole or lose a few wickets.
The fourth year in a row these sides meet in the final. They certainly know each other's game.
And the Butchers have lost the 4th grade and 3rd grade final today, so we don't want to make it a sweep. We'd like to take at least 1 from 3.
That'd be a tough day at the club after your great season last year. I think it was.
Yeah, last year, 1st grade, 2nd grade and 4th grade. Fortunately, 1st grade just couldn't get over the line this year, finishing level on points with Wollongong, who snuck through on the last day.
First of all, we'd like to call upon the umpires, John Walker will come down, because unfortunately he's had to leave. John can accept the award from Mark, I'll be Mark and Chris. The umpires, man, player of the match today was Syed Anderson. Click on the Bluetooth podcast, come down and talk about it.
Welcome back to Bar TV's coverage of the second grade T20 final between Northern Districts and Keira Cricket Club. Looks like Lee Turner and Mark Cottam coming out to open the batting for the Butchers.
Big guns first up.
Yeah, try and get on the front foot early, I'd imagine. Cottam has gone from being probably our most boycott-esque batsman to being a T20 phenom. He's certainly been very successful over the last couple of seasons. And Lee Turner's always a danger man. Very good on the front foot.
So, straight off that little cameo from Harry, he'll be opening the bowling. Is that Harry? Could be Horsley. Scratch that. Horsley to open up.
What can we expect from Horsley?
Medium? Oh, sorry. What am I saying? It's the new man. Mason.
Dave Mason.
Straight off that great dig. Gee, 6 months out of the game, and or it's actually Harry Fisher.
Caught him on the front foot, punches one through the covers for 4, first ball. Bit of a loosener there.
Yes, I got that wrong about 4 times. So it is actually Harry Fisher.
It is Harry Fisher, right. I think he'd want to take that first ball back if he could.
Yeah, wide opener needs to get that.
Another good drive, straight to mid-off.
Plenty of bat in those first two hits. Fisher normally has a lot blonder hair,
Yeah.
hence my confusion.
Has he gone to dye?
I think he's natural, but just probably spent a little less time with the bottle of bleach.
All business today. Cotton puts that one to cover, no run.
So back on the money after a loosener. Third dot in a row.
Building a bit of pressure after that fully.
So getting around that 120 mark that we talked about.
That was a good ball, bit of movement there. Angling in.
He gets a bit of movement, just short of a length, there or thereabouts, and comes onto you a bit quicker than you think. Skids on a little.
Cotton faces up for the final ball of the over. Another dot.
Great finish to that very loose start from Harry Fisher. Butchers wouldn't be unhappy with that. 4
No,
off the
4 off
first.
the first over, pretty good. This Stark coming on to bowl.
Captain Stark with his offies, his little tweakers.
You're not a true captain unless you bowl yourself, so I'm all for it.
It's been a long time running T20 special. Bowl the spinners, open up with the spinners, take the pace off the ball, make the batsman do the work.
Just the one man out at cow corner. One slip and a ring.
Certainly if Keira can field well in the circle. Another
that's
full
a
one.
Sweep from Turner, first ball. 4.
Plundered down for 4.
So a couple of looseners from the Keira boys.
You won't be happy with that one.
Good shot there from Lee Turner, working it behind square.
Well picked up for his first ball on strike.
He was calling the sweep shot to the spinners early in the warm-ups. So I think he'll be looking to play that shot when he can.
Starkey getting it right on that second ball.
Just work
Lovely
through
shot.
the covers there.
Lovely
Nice.
shot in the covers for 2. Possibly 3.
Pick up 2 there. And Turner moves to 6. Just work to mid on for no run.
Might have taken a knee there. Vice Captain Dobinson adjusting the field a little.
So is that
There's an appeal for hitting it onto his leg, on his.
Dobinson not happy with Dave Cullen.
It certainly was full,
Turner not walking.
and it bobbed up. Turner's not happy.
Couldn't see from the angle we had here on the telly.
No replay on offer. Critical. Umpires are conferring, and he's been given.
Fired. Turner not happy with that. Felt that it was a bump ball.
Bit of controversy early on. Wouldn't mind watching that one on YouTube.
Yes.
Batsman is filthy.
Turner is a batsman I would back to walk if he thought he was out. Not happy with the decision. And Coleman in at number 3. Bit of a Keira conspiracy from Bar TV not having a replay there.
Jono is paying for it.
Some alternate facts there from Cricket Illawarra.
It's the New World Order, isn't it? Mind you, keeper, bowler and first slip were all very confident. I couldn't see much in it myself.
Dobbo's a snake oil salesman from way back.
Oh, that's close.
Drifting down. Bit of doubt there. Possibly a level up.
Oh, that was very full.
It was.
It certainly didn't look.
Over there for Keira.
Might have been tailing down leg that one.
May have been drifting down.
Is that Coleman? Sorry.
That was Coleman. Was taking guard to leg as well. May have factored in the decision. This is Fisher on for his second. They didn't have. Fisher gets away with a bit of a wide one there.
Texts are coming in thick and fast, questioning the bunk ball.
Good single there to Cottam, backing himself. I think Keira did that pretty well.
Yes, yeah, hitting it just to a metre or two to the left or right of the fielders and going, making the decision to go early, puts a lot of pressure on. And at this level, direct hits are a rarity.
Coleman to take his first ball to Fisher. Ooh, that's a bit of a dash outside off there.
It was very inviting there from Fish.
And Coleman does want to get on the front foot and does like the cover region.
Late little cut there from Fish.
Starting to build a bit of pressure here from the southern end.
Coleman looking like the 90 overs sapped him a bit yesterday. 90 overs at Reed Park will do that.
He's just not got to lose his patience here. He's had a few rough ones, but just got to reset.
The top over here from Fish, giving a bit of width, inviting the cover drive.
There we go. That's what he was after.
Fourth time lucky. 4 runs.
Good shot there from Coleman. All the way along the carpet.
I don't think Fish will be happy with that off the last ball. Probably just wanted to dot that up and move on to the next one.
He did get away with a few out there, but I think you can only try like so many times.
The District's on the 15 off 3. Solid start on the pace. Contentious wicket. Unable to get the replay from...
Hopefully not losing 3 quick wickets like Keira's innings.
North Districts are 1 for 15.
Big wicket returner though. He's one of the guys that can hit a ball.
Yes.
In the Districts. Who would you say your other big hitters? Graham Sismay, obviously. Well, bludgeoning everyone around the ground.
Cotton works one to mid-wicket for a single. Sis has had a bit of a lean year with the bat so far, so he'll be hoping to make amends for that today.
Expect to see him down the order a bit?
I think he'll come in about 7 or 8. They've got a few blokes that'll be floating, depending on the situation.
Sure.
Sis will be one of those. Bowled him
Straight through him. Stark the strike.
Looked like he was trying to work that one down. Not the right ball for it.
Don't forget if you guys are hungry at Thursday, please.
Nice and full from Stark. Coleman.
Soft drinks.
A lovely shot for 4, but other than that, he'd probably want to forget about that one.
Yes, wasn't his best shot, but trying to work the run there.
Starkey commanding orders here.
This is Paddy Rees in. Prodigious talent. First full year in seniors. Played all levels of junior rep cricket.
So please, if you're going to run around that way, please stick clear of those tables. Thank you.
Look for Paddy to dabble behind point here.
On ground announcer having to dish out some orders to the absolute bevy of supporters, young kids out here at North Dalton Park.
So many kids on the hill just running amok.
Absolute cracking day here. Biggest crowd here since the Country Carnival.
Fairly even spread of supporters too, which is good to see.
5 clubs in action today, and even some others from the clubs that missed out.
Paddy Rees just works one to mid-wicket off and gets off the mark.
Caught him. Chance of a run out there.
He wanted a run there, but clearly wasn't on. Did well to get back. Looks like Balgownie under the tree there. Probably having lovely things to say about the opposition. And quick single there to Cotton.
Fielder's getting a round of applause for getting a finger on it and cutting that off the second. Yeah, Balgownie liked that tree over there. I'm sure there'll be an esky or two over there and some choice words. It's always good to be on their side and not against them.
Cotton moves to 7. 2 for 18. The equation is 102 from 96 balls, I believe. No, 99 off 96.
Fisher to bowl his 3rd. Straight down the ground, a little foot.
Not sure which end the fielder was going for then.
I think he was going for the keeper's end, but Fish, not really knowing what was going on, just stuck his hands
No
out
interest, just thought it was a terrible throw.
and stopped the potential run out. It's a bit of nerves out there, I think, both sides.
There's that little dabble.
Fish continuing this outside off line.
Been very wide out there.
Yeah, with plenty of width for the batsmen if they want to get the foot across and go for it. There is an extra cover in.
It's the risk you
Short
run in this
cover.
sort of game. Do you give it that extra bit of width outside, or you bowl straight and possibly get put through the leg? Fisher to bowl out here, you think?
I think he'll definitely finish this one, and yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might get pulled.
Keep him in reserve?
Yeah, I think they'll bowl 3. Give him one over a bit later, at the other end maybe.
Paddy squares one to mid on there, no run.
Keira really have the 4-prong pace attack, and Starkey. Well fielded there at back of point by Darcy Crane. So you got Darcy Crane, Darcy McMahon, Harry Fisher, young Horsley, Tane Horsley, and Captain Stark with Dobbo and Mason.
Good over there from Fisher.
Very good over to finish up. Plenty of dots there. It's 5 overs gone. Districts 2 for 19. So Stark to continue.
At the end of 5 overs, Northern Districts 2 for 19.
Stark to continue. Worked for a single there by Cotton. Will be tight. Oh, they've thrown the keepers in. Paddy Rees takes guard.
He'll be desperate to get off strike here. Work the single.
Uses his feet but can only put it back to the bowler.
So this strategy of just choking, that's I think what both sides would be doing in this situation. They've gone on the single, run out's definitely on.
Good running there from the Butchers.
Probably a bowler's end, but no one was backing up, so took the alternate route. Another one down to mid-off. He's got a second shot.
Backing themselves there to mid-off.
Might just bring that guy up a bit. Say another 5. That's what he does. Good captaincy from the skip.
See if he'll try and go over. Good shot there from Paddy Rees. Should be 2.
A lot of work there. Oh, he's done well to cover that.
Good shot.
A little straighter, that could have been 4. That was a cracking shot.
Good use of the feet there.
Down to mid on. No run. Another over from Captain Stark. 4 off it. 5 off it.
Fairly even going here so far. Butchers wouldn't mind a few more runs on the board.
It does look like Fisher will bowl out.
Running repairs on the ball, it looks like.
Just pushed a man back to backward point.
That's
Put him
an
on the
interesting field movement there. He's giving him some width out there.
And
So a deep point and deep cover.
close to everything, that. So Dobbo moves into cover. So there's 2 boundary riders.
Cottam lofts one over mid-on.
Be definitely 2, just an easy
Picks up
2.
cheeky 2.
Good cricket all round. I like the field placings. I like that shot. Just bludgeoned to David, the leg side.
Little dab there to backward point. Good stop there.
That all the hallmarks of a James Ellen stop. Looked very nimble there. Those tree trunks did not root there.
Look for Paddy to try and work those areas if Fisher keeps this wide length that he's been bowling. There it is, straight to point though.
So don't mind this line with this field from Fish. It's been consistent outside off. A little bit fuller down the mid off for a single.
Equation's starting to get away a bit from the Butchers here. 93 off 84 required. I'm sure they'd like a boundary just to take the pressure off a little bit.
That is a full-blooded full shot across mid-wicket.
Look like they're settling for 3 there. Oh, it's 2, sorry. 2. Possibly should have been pushing for 3.
Looking a little comfortable out there, the Butchers.
So that's Fisher bowled out.
Yeah, I would think one of the Darcys would come in behind, given which way the wind blows.
Cottam moves to 15, sorry.
I'd say it would be McMahon to come up from the southern end, and
looks like Stark's also going to bowl out.
it's the thing to do these days. Well, the openers have done a good job here of pegging them back after a couple of loose balls. And caught him on 15.
Rees works one to cow corner for a single.
So there's a deep mid on, deep mid wicket, protecting that boundary for Stark. A lot of the offsides just in on the ring.
Good shot there from Cottam, punching it through the cover region.
Excellent shot. That was a gift from Stark.
Hits the flag, 4 runs.
Slow, full, outside off. Cottam uses the feet. Sorry, Cottam uses the feet. Cracks it for 4. Shot of the inning so far.
Only 2 real bad balls from Stark so far, but they've both been put away.
I'm sure he'll be chastising himself. His inner monologue going off. He's a very passionate player.
He looks
Starkey.
an intense unit.
Very intense.
And jams up Cottam there. Good ball.
Comes from a clan, Stark clan, Murphy's Avenue in Kirrable.
Cottam punches one through the covers again.
That's another cracking shot, and that will run away for 4 as well. Good over here, the Butchers.
Cottam alleviating some of the pressure with a few nice drives off the front foot. Moves to 23.
And he's got the experience to not distress too much about a couple of dot balls. Levelling up the run rate required. Starkey.
Wide there.
I was going to say he's going to get away with one there, but
Cottam's not normally one to go over the top. He likes to keep it along the carpet.
just needs to get back on his line in Stark.
Good comeback there from
Good
Stark.
finish there.
Good finish. Not a bad spell from Stark.
Yeah,
Couple of wickets.
Couple of wickets. Just 2 or 3 loose ones. They all got punched.
Change of gloves there from Cottam.
So Darcy Crane's been told to come on from the northern end. And as predicted, Darcy McMahon will come on, take this over from the south. He's very flat, very fast. One of the quicker bowlers.
Good wheels.
Decent wheels for second grade. Played plenty of firsts as well. Big fan of Darcy McMahon. Bowls straight. Gets a bit of skid on.
Was he in ones yesterday?
Could have been. Could have been.
One of the Darcys took a couple of wickets in ones yesterday for Keira, I saw.
We were down a bowler. Neil Honover had his Bucks day. Absolutely.
In cricket season.
In cricket season, just absolute tragedy. That's a fine.
Beamer there, straight up. Hope he's alright.
Oh.
Looks like he's hit him in the lid.
He is dead set floored him. That was nasty. Oh, that is just right on the money. Don't care who you are. That will shatter your confidence. No malice in it
Looks like he's
whatsoever.
alright.
No malice in it whatsoever. Darcy doesn't have that kind of bone in his body. It's tough as nails. Young Rees.
Yeah. Being a little fella, he's used to the short ball, not so much the beamer.
No. I think by the time he saw it, he was tracking back.
Hopefully he's alright.
We'll certainly have a ball to get square.
Yeah.
Free hit. Great shot of the Belly boys. Doing their best to find the shade of the ample shade of North Dalton Park.
Looks like he
looks okay, but they're giving him every opportunity to get right. Fully understandable. That was an absolute traceable at that. Very nasty. I did say he was full and straight, but maybe not that full and straight.
It was a nasty ball. I'm confident it wasn't an intentional ball.
No, like I said. Darcy's a true gentleman. Lives up to the name. Whoa, no, that's the fix. Shout out to everyone watching back at home.
Okay, while we're waiting for play to restart, the campaign is selling hot food, cold food, hot drinks, beer, and tea and coffee.
Checking the social media, and Curtis Smith has got an absolute cracking screenshot of Jack Dobinson being triggered LBW, looking absolutely filthy.
YouTube website.
Dave Cullen's big finger going up.
Could not have been more plumb.
He questioned it with me during the break. Said, mate, you're kidding yourself. Thought it was tailing down leg. Only thing that was tailing into was middle and leg. So who do you think this break will favour?
Not sure.
Butchers, really.
Maybe.
Though they did start to get a bit of momentum there with the fours.
Let's see if that rattled McMahon at all. A shot of the Butchers waiting to bat. Looks like Logan Clements padded up and ready to come in next. Stu Pryor behind him with the pads on, looking very comfortable, ready to finish off. Eric Den Hartog, ex-Butcher in the crowd. Now St George first grade opening bowler.
So remember facing him. Very tall lad. Gone on to bigger and better things.
Looks like the stretcher's coming out here for young Paddy. Hopefully he's all right.
Not good news. Don't want to ever see that. Don't even like seeing that on a footy field, let alone a cricket field.
He is standing now.
Couldn't have asked for a nicer day out here at North Dalton Park. So
Reed's being stretched.
Yeah, not a good sign being stretched from the field. Hopefully he's just rattled and maybe slightly concussed. Crowd gives him a round of applause as he makes his way from the field. Don't ever like to see a player leaving the field injured in a final.
No. Seems to be a bit of a pattern.
Yeah, especially in Butcher's Keira games.
Not sure who's coming out to bat here for Northern Districts. It is Clements, another young fella.
Cricket Illawarra president's just chimed in that if Reece wants to seek compensation, can go see Mark Johnson at Johnson Legal.
Yeah, I think Jono's off through his police scanner to see if he can chase some ambulances down to the Wollongong Hospital. So this is Clements, another young butcher. Built like he's 25, in reality 17. In for a free hit.
And the man that put me into retirement.
He did put you into retirement.
Yep. I may cheer on his wicket.
Free hits on here. That's a wide.
Wide down leg. Darcy needs to get his radar on.
Still a free hit. Logan's very good against the quicks, or the quicker bowling. Does struggle a bit against the spinners. So this might suit. And it's cracked down to extra cover for 4. Oh, for a single. I wish it was 4.
There's a boundary rider out there, young pony.
Yeah, I've got a nice little pole in front of me, restricting my view.
So after that little break, Captain Stark just toying with things here.
McMahon to bowl his first ball to Cottam. He cuts for a single.
Definitely momentum shift has happened. Keira riding high early on. A few boundaries. Just a break in play. A couple of loose ones.
It's 73 off 70 the equation, so it's been clawed back from where it was.
Back into an arm race.
Clements down the ground for a single.
Clever batting here. Just looking for the singles.
McMahon to Cottam.
Another one down low,
and an extra as well.
2.
Freebie.
Oh, it's going to be 3.
Cottam wants 2. And gets it.
So 3 runs.
The radar's a bit off here from Darcy.
Yeah, I think you could be right about that. That beamer might have shaken him a bit. Certainly needs to get it a bit further outside off. And that's high in the
Chipped
air.
off there. Chances on. No.
Easy 2 here.
2 more. Good running from the Butchers there.
Good arm, but better running. Bit unlucky there. That could have gone anywhere.
It could have. Definitely a bit off balance when he played that shot.
Bit better line from Darcy McMahon. This has been a good over for the Butchers. Danger man Cottam moves to 26.
That was a good ball there, nice and full. Possibly just drifting down leg.
Feels like this over's been going forever with all those extras.
Cottam's moved to 26. Handy knock here so far from Big Cotto.
Another good one from Darcy McMahon.
Gets another way with that down the leg side.
Nice and full.
That'll be the over.
So one to forget from Darcy McMahon, I think. He'll bounce back. Have a little think.
So the Butchers moved to 2 for 50. 67 off 66 required for winning. Nice shot of Stephen Bond there patrolling the boundary.
When will we see Bondi? Sticks?
Oh, I'm guessing that he'll be 11.
He's done his job.
He'll tell you that he should be at least 8 minimum. He was opening the batting for a period of time in twos last year, but he's made his way back down to his natural home.
So Darcy Crane, the other Darcy. Strike bowler.
Bit of shape there.
The very shoulder. Very ABC cricket from Darcy Crane.
Whipped off the pads.
It's a lovely stroke. And
That'll be 4 for
four.
Clements.
An absolutely cracking shot through mid-wicket. It's a bit too full.
Made to pay there.
Wasn't too much wrong with it, but just danced onto the pads and whipped away superbly. That's got through it.
One area of his game that needs a bit of improvement for Logs is his Arvo T game.
Oh,
It's desperately poor.
an absolute bugbear.
His penchant is Devon on a stick with sauce in it. It's just not to the standard that we'd like to see.
It's probably better than a packet of barbecue shapes, though. But not.
I don't know. At least you know what you're getting with a pack of barbecue shapes.
It's always good to see half of Illawarra cricket in the Biscuit Isle of Woolies 10 minutes before the game. Other favourites, bag of oranges.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
Standard.
Not cut up.
Bit of a fight back here from Crane after that full toss.
Yeah, he's got it right. Nearly the halfway point, which is slightly behind the 8 ball, but plenty of wickets in hand.
Worked away for a single to point.
Very good running from the Butchers.
There's some big hitting down the order. Should we require it? Big Scissors is very good going along. Stuart Pryor. So there's still a few in the box.
I've been on the end of both of those men before. Down the ground at Hollymount. Never a good feeling.
No. You wouldn't be the first or the last the Scissors given a bit of treatment to at Hollymount Park.
So the hook has well and truly been pulled out. Darcy McMahon, after that
He's gone.
indifferent over, has been hooked by Captain Stark
Mason to come on.
and Mason to come on.
Sporting a man bun.
Loves a man bun, this one.
Interesting choice.
Can he work his magic?
What do
With bat and ball.
What do we expect from Mason?
I'd say Mitos, just on the money. Yep.
Worked to point for a single, possibly two. No, not looking for it, Logan.
Overran at the bowler's end. Costa on there. Keira supporters letting him know.
And Cotton moves to 26. Squirts one to mid-wicket.
Ooh.
Clemens backing up a bit far there.
Yeah, quick work from Dolo at mid-wicket and the bowler. So not minding what I'm seeing here from Mason. Just taking the heat off the ball.
Keeping it tight. Quick single to mid-on.
Mid-on just a bit deep.
Possibly drifting down leg there. Worth a shout.
Yeah, it was a half-hearted shout from Mason. Been a bit of a lull wicket-wise.
Yeah. Don't want to leave their run too late, Northern Districts.
No, Keira will be just trying to tell themselves not to panic. Despite no wickets going down, the run rate's reasonably in control. Just kind of widen that gap between runs required and balls remaining. Little dab down a fine leg.
Just a single there. Tidy over from Mason.
Only two off it.
Stem to flow.
Good captaincy from Stark. It's a big play to be made to hook one of his frontline bowlers. Darcy Crane commanding the troops, trying to get this field right. It's got a deep third man.
Not a bad ball there. Bit of movement in.
Every dot ball's getting clapped here by the crowd.
Vocal Lions crowd here.
Wouldn't expect anything less. Sure, a few frosty beverages have been consumed and always seem to make them a bit more raucous.
Put behind square.
Great shot.
Should be two. Good shot there from Clements.
Just very clever cricket.
Over the winter, like we probably spent Sundays in a row with family down there. Mount Baby here on one of the so we'd stack a pile of steel in the garage and we boxed up all the plates and stuff.
Worked to mid-on for a quick single there. Not a bad ball.
No, just short of a length. Or on a length.
It's one of the more frustrating aspects of T20s. That good balls go for runs.
Getting work to mid-off and mid-on constantly.
Because it's an unusual day.
They are very deep here. They have put in Dobbo as a short
And I told him
to cut off that one.
and I said, she was
Oh, bit of a chance there for Dobbo.
Turned his eyes away right at the end.
4 runs. See if we can get a replay of that. See if it was
Love to see
catchable.
a replay of that. Feel like he just turned his head right at the last second. The replay's a bit dodgy.
We may never know.
I've got my suspicions.
but I don't think she would work enough.
That's how it puts it straight to Dobbo. He held on to that one.
Because the post office box was handled.
Just got a shout out from the old man on the text. Probably the only viewer that is interested in hearing anything that I have to say.
When the house was actually sold, it had all the tin windows originally. He had all the replaced aluminium. So you should
Cotton looks to put that one through the covers but can only find it.
went from steel roof.
So not a bad over there for Northern Districts.
Wasn't too bad. 6 off.
6 off. 53 off 48 required.
Certainly would have been a great over for Keira if Dobbo had managed to put something in the way of that ball.
See if Mason can continue to stem the tide from the southern end.
Big credentials of man of the match here. He's done it with the bat, now moving on with the ball.
Full toss.
Plenty of job to be done, of course, but very impressive.
Caught him on 31.
Yeah, the man on the strike will probably be a big contender, especially if he can go on with this.
It's 2 dots in the over so far. Logan's just got to keep his head here, not let the pressure get to him.
Batsman's not even looking as the bowler runs in.
Good tactics. Oh, good shot there. That's running away. Probably won't find the fence.
But it's pierced the field and should be good for 3.
3 for Clements. Moves into 14. Turns over the strike to cut him.
I think Keira definitely need to strike in the next couple of overs.
Yes.
If they're going to be any chance of winning this one.
He's got away with a few fullies so far this over, Meso. But yeah, wickets in hand, certainly on the Butcher's side at the moment. 50 off 44, the equation. Cotton works 1, should be 2.
That's an easy 2. Work to the right of Jack Dobinson.
It is a bowler's graveyard, Dalton Park.
It is. There's just so much grass. If you can beat the field, it's at least 2.
I think the sheen of playing at Dalton Park wears off fairly quick as a bowler. Another full toss, another
Gets
dot.
away with it, and Dobbo has a ping.
It would have been gone below money there. Over.
Good finish there from Mason. And he got away with that one. That should have been Hoyt.
After 12 overs, Northern District are 269.
So in the balance here, yes, very interesting game. It's tight as we predicted.
My apologies, after 13 overs, Northern
I feel like one good over either way could decide it.
Yeah, a few quick wickets would really turn the screws, and a few boundaries certainly would put us on the front foot.
Just 2 good shots away from really having the game with the scruff of the neck, the Butchers.
That was a decent ball there from Crane.
Very good. Right up there.
Looks like he gets a lot out of himself off a shortish run.
Very shoulders.
Clemens takes guard. Hits it to mid-off and takes the run. There's a lot of pressure on mid-on and off in the T20s.
Yes. Especially at North Dalton with the usually playing one side of the wicket.
You can normally hide a few donkeys around that position too, but you're in the hot corner.
They crack one along the square.
Cotton slashes out.
Oh, there's a man out there.
It's been spilled over the fence.
Young Toby Felvis makes an absolute meal of that one.
Good swat across the line there from Cotto. Oh,
he'll be devastated with that.
Went through him. Did all the work.
How costly could that be, young Felvis?
ball. Good comeback there.
Great comeback from Darcy Crane. Just get the feeling that without a wicket here, new batsman in, I think we need to get Cottam.
Yeah, he looks fairly set. Oh, Clements has just committed absolute suicide there.
And that's the kind of thing that you really didn't want.
Nothing was ever on there.
He gave up halfway through too.
Stacey Superman's through the stumps. Not a bad knock there from Clements. 15 was looking really good.
Yeah, did well to rotate the strike.
Stu Pryor coming to bat.
So these are the 2 wickets that I'd say this will determine the game. If we can, if Keira take these guys out, Cottam obviously the set batsman that needs to go on with it. But there's not really an over or two to see your eye, and you're really going to get going from the ball. That's good. That's the reason runs on the board is always advantageous.
The self-proclaimed finisher comes to the crease.
Can he live up to his own self-proclaimed hype?
Having a good season with the stick so far. Put on a few good scores in the regular comp. Squirts one off the cover for no run.
So a good finish for Darcy Crane. Good over in the end. Save that for that misfield from Felvis. He will be hearing about that later.
Well, it wasn't on Crane, that boundary.
No, that definitely wasn't. It was a great over from Crane, really.
Let's see if this wicket affects the momentum that the Butchers have going here.
So, critical time here. Dr. Beamer.
Ooh.
Darcy McMahon returns.
See if he can put that away.
We all hope that. Let's hope his radar's back in action. It's a bit of a gamble from Stark. He's
got to use him though.
He has to. He's got to get his overs. He's got the experience, Darcy McMahon. He certainly won't be happy with that first up effort. Let's see if he can get it right, get that radar cranking. Good start.
Good ball.
Good finish, mate. Good start, mate.
43 off 35, the equation.
It's just starting to blow out a bit.
Caught him on 37. Pryor yet to get off the mark.
A lot of pressure for the incoming batsman if Cottam gets out.
Yeah. Cottam's got a bat through.
Out, yeah. Oh, and he's knocked him out.
Rolled him.
That's a big wicket. What a comeback from Darcy McMahon.
Jagged in there. Looks like it took middle.
That was an absolute peach, that one. Oh, that is an absolute jaffer. Look at that one. That has jagged back on an absolute mile. I'm not even sure how that got through him.
Nah, looked like it hit him on the pad, the fly pad.
Almost looks like it's taken the top of leg.
What a ball.
Oh,
Certainly a ball
pitched
deserving of a
outside
wicket.
off, hitting the top of leg.
Great knock from Mark Cottam there, 37.
Sensational.
If the Butchers get over the line, he's certainly laid the foundations.
Absolutely massive wicket there, and great captaincy from young Matt Stark.
This is like Jack Collymore coming to the crease. A lot of pressure on the young fella here. Has done well in his first real season of grade cricket, backing up after under 16s on a Saturday morning, and then backing up again with juniors on the Sunday.
He's right what he said, but
A rallying cry from Captain Stark. He can sense blood in the water. Another full and straight one from Darcy McMahon. This is more his go. Just seems to have a bit too much pace on for the moment.
Yeah, be one of the sharper bowlers in second grade. There's not too many floating around at the moment.
Very true.
Jack puts that one to deep third man for a single. Elvis gets a cheer from the crowd for picking up clean.
Keira don't mind giving it to their own.
Yeah.
That's one of the loudest rounds of applauses I've ever seen for a clean field. Almost a standing ovation out here at North Dalton Park.
Let's see how Pryor goes. No lid to the seamer. Inviting the short ball.
And cover's moved out onto the boundary.
It's not a bad ploy. He does like to go lofted over cover.
So sensing that ones and twos aren't going to get it done here, and Captain Stark spread the field. 5 out. There's a deep mid on, deep mid wicket, deep cover, deep fine leg, and deep third man. And
just a little dabble at that. Not much of a shot there from Stewie.
And that's what wickets can do. Incoming batsman has to get it right straight away. That was a terrific comeback over from Darcy McMahon.
It's amazing what you can do when you use the pitch. So another T20 final between Keira and Northern Districts going down to the wire here at North Dalton Park.
I mean, it's almost like we've come back here. It's like we're Civil War reenactors, just coming back and doing the same thing every
again. Why not? Crane continuing for his last over. None for 17 at the moment. Probably not representative of how he's bowled.
Inside edge, and gets away with it for a dot ball.
42 off 29, so Keira back on top here.
That wicket at Cottam, sorry.
Don't be surprised to see Captain Sismy come out next. For some quick runs.
I don't doubt it. Oh no, emergency.
Well, that's not a good sign.
I hope he's all right. Thoughts go out to Rees and his family.
Single there. Gets Collymore off the mark. Oh, no free. Pryor puts that one behind for a 2.
Was there a bit of bat on that, or
leg byes?
Feels like every ball not going to the fence is getting applauded from the Keira faithful.
Oh, he's been bowled.
Oh, and he's given it a little bit too.
Stu Pryor bowled Crane for a duck. It's a big wicket there for Keira.
He's chopped on there. Just kept low. And he's pretty filthy with that.
Not much footwork there. So as predicted, Graham Sisby comes out. Captain's knock required here.
Some big shots required. And this is a man that can do big shots. Hopefully Stark remembers his hitting zones down the ground, sort of mid-wicket.
It's a big wide V.
It is a
down the
big
ground.
wide V down the ground. He doesn't like to go square of the ground. Can often get him off a miss-hit, mid-off, mid-on. But should definitely be putting two men back there.
As predicted.
I think Dobbo's seen enough of scissors over his career that he knows what's going on. Oh,
We've got three back straight now.
Three back straight. Mid off, 3/4 of the way to the fence, inviting the single. He looks to poke it for a single of mid off. There's a big gap there. Mid off's very, very deep. And the man it covers got a lot of work to do to cover that.
Pushes it to cover.
So a great over from Darcy Crane.
Big over there for Keira. 39 off 24, the equation for the Butchers. 5 in hand now. Momentum's certainly swung the other way in the last couple of overs.
Not out of the realms of possibility yet for the Butchers, but something needs to get cracking this over. With two new batsmen out and batting. A big over from Darcy McMahon last over. Striking the danger man caught him. If you can follow that up with another tight one, then the vice might be just tightening. Job might be getting a bit too big here. Full one for a single.
Let's see what Sismy has planned. Looks like McMahon and Mason to finish off for Keira.
Yeah, it looks like D-Mac will finish this end and Mason will come on from the other. And there's a, ooh, that's through him. Bit wide outside, a lot of width. Not a bad place to bowl the scissors.
No, he's got to get his feet moving. He seems a bit lead-footed at the moment.
He's had trouble with his knees in the past.
Yeah, he's done his ACL. Has shoulder reconstruction. He's done it all. Scissors still kicking on. That's his wheelhouse.
They'll be pushing for two. I'd be going to the keeper's end. No, just gets the one. Good coverage out there from the young team.
38 from 21 required.
I've been getting Horsley's name completely wrong this whole time, I believe. He's very hard to pick. I'll just keep calling him Horse.
Collymore, will they look for 2? They have to. Safely home. Good shot there from Jack.
The dot balls need to completely be erased at the moment. It's nick and run or boundary time. The gap, 35 off 20. An inside edge runs down the fine leg. .35 required off 19 balls. Scissors has got to go.
He has to find the fence.
Multiple times. Deep mid off, deep mid on, cow corner. It should be 2 if they're quick enough, but no, they just settle for 1. Keira just tightening the screws here. Another good over from Darcy McMahon.
Graham Sismy will retain the strike here.
You'd feel that Mason would be the man to go after.
It'll have to be. I'm thinking there's going to be a big maximum over cow corner at some point in this over from Scissors.
It's paying about $1.12. I think this over is go hard or go home.
33 off 18 required.
I mean, if this was the big bash, then this would be a cakewalk for the Butchers, but
we need some lusty blows. There's a deep cover, deep mid off, deep mid on, and deep cow corner for Scissors. He squirts one to mid wicket. Should be 2.
They've got to push for 2. Comes back. Good arm from Felvis. Oh, it was a very good throw. Very good throw. But just in, I think. Felvis is. He's pulled that one out.
He's looked at and it's been dropped by Robinson.
Dobbo has absolutely spilled it. Hit straight at him. Could not have picked out the fielder any better, and Dobbo has dead set spilled that. Hopefully we've got a replay of this. Oh, look at that. That is awful, Jack. Oh, that's hurting. That's hurting him. The inner monologue is absolutely berating himself right there.
Right. Work a single to mid on.
Gives himself a little clap there, Jack. Knows there's bigger fish to fry. And there's a big 6. Is it going?
That's a 4.
Pierce the field for 4. That's what they needed. And still need a few more of those, I think.
25 or 14.
Certainly helps. Definitely have the bowl.
Mason's the man that has to be targeted.
Have to target Mason. Mason also needs to not give him anything on his legs.
He's gone again, but that'll just be a single.
We'll be happy with that.
Let's see what Collymore can do. Hits the ball very hard.
If Keira go on to lose this match, it'll definitely be Jack Dobinson has dropped the World Cup.
Oh, get back.
A good little finish there to Mason.
So 12 and over required for victory for the Butchers.
24 off 12. The stage is set. Who's going to be the hero? Money's on Sismay. He's done it all before. I've seen him hit 24 off a rigid Piper over before to win a game.
I think McMahon's got a few more clicks on Piper though. It should be a good battle.
That's true. But this is the ball game, this over. If really needs to give it something to attack Mason from. So McMahon can peg them back, hold them to maybe 6, 8. That's a cracking shot, but it'll only be one.
Good shot for one though. Probably hit a bit too well there. Took away any chance of the double.
I'll just have to apologise to Caden Horsley. I've been calling Caden Tane, his little brother, for this entire game. So,
fair play.
Big apologies to Little Horse, not the littlest horse. Another single. This is good from Darcy McMahon.
Sismay has to fight in the fence here.
22 required off 10. Super over isn't a complete.
Prefer no super over.
No super over, thanks. It's gone the big shot and only got the single again. This is a great
slow ball there from McMahon. Not a bad ball. Bushes will need some magic here. It's getting very...
It's becoming a bit demanding. Bit too big a job. Oh, and he's knocked him over. Middle stump out of the ground.
Had to go for it there.
Had to.
Can't really fault it.
And I think that's left, right, good night. That's an absolute peach. You wouldn't mind watching that on replay.
No better feeling than seeing the stumps cartwheel. Big Muds Kennedy comes out. No lid. Shirt untucked. Can he etch himself into butcher folklore here?
Basically needs to hit the fence every ball. It's becoming stick cricket-esque.
It is.
So I think Jack Dobinson's mind might be a bit more at ease now. That was really an atrocious attempt at a catch.
There's some issues here for McMahon.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
He celebrates too hard.
Too much of a hamstring. Certainly one route to victory would be a plethora of extras.
That would be,
in the dying overs.
That'd be handy. 4 wides would be tidy right now. Big Muzz can hit a boundary. Knocked up a 40 in 3rd grade yesterday.
4-1. 4-1 off the bat, I believe. Big shout, but I think it was all off the edge.
2 noises, maybe. All right. Some heroics needed here from Sismay.
But that was certainly a gentle ball. A lot down on pace and very full and straight. Would not want to give that to Graham. 20 required off 7.
Oh, good finish there. Right.
A fantastic comeback from Darcy McMahon.
20 from 6.
Umpires are in conference. Bit of confusion. Is there time considerations given the stoppage?
He's got one to come, I think. Oh, free hit. No ball.
He's called it a no ball. Very interesting.
Wasn't watching the front foot.
I don't think that was given for a I think that was for the full toss.
Well, it's also the field. I don't know.
Maybe it was the field. There was one bloke out. This.
Two there, boys.
They don't look the most nimble of men between wickets.
Murray Kennedy is fleet of foot. We had a night at the clubhouse a couple of months ago, and we had a fastest man in pads race and a slugs race of those over 100 kegs. Muzz took it out by some distance, and then won in a canter. So he can move. Has played shoot shield rugby.
So Darcy McMahon ends up finishing with 2 for 21 off his 4.
19 off last over to win.
Keira on the verge of their 4th T20 victory.
It's over the infield.
That's going to go for 4.
No, it looks like we might just pull up.
Oh, it's pulled up.
2.
They're coming back for 2. Disappointing to get only 2 off that.
Deserved more. 16 off 5.
16 off 5.
Going down the wire here at Dalton Park.
Wouldn't expect anything different from these two sides. It's high.
Oh, he's skied it.
Where's that gone? And he's
saved
out.
it.
There's a no ball consideration. The umpires look at each other and they say it's fine. Fair ball. Umpires are conferring.
Umpires are conferring. We'll see. What does Bar TV have to say?
Scissors has looked straight at Sunderland straight away and said, "Where's the no ball, sir?"
Looks like he's given. There's a couple of raw deals for the Butchers today. Johnson, president, pulling some strings down there, I'm sure.
No, as we said before, they're all in jest. These umpires are nothing but the best.
I'm confident that
Johnson Legal paying for the
umpires.
Bar TV. He definitely hasn't put money towards the umpires. A couple of contentious decisions, 50-50, but I think the umpires have got them right. I think the umpires have got them right on both cases.
Yeah, they could have easily referred that. Chose not to.
I do think it was full, but I don't think it was above waist. So this would be something. A Butcher's victory from here would be something.
Yes.
16 off 4 required. Crowd catch there. 16 off 3.
Oh. 3 Zacks required.
I can smell it.
Big ask here for Muzz.
Always hard for the new batsman. He's looking everywhere. Nothing but the fence. It's high, it's down the ground.
Give him a rip. Unfortunately, just a single. Which has been an absolute miracle here.
A legal delivery here. And that will pretty much ice it. Mason's bowled very well.
He has bowled very tidily.
I think he's definitely a candidate for man of the match today. Excellent death bowling. Really did well for the partnership in the middle of Keira innings.
That's victory to Keira.
And Keira Cricket Club, congratulations.
Well played.
2016-17 T20 champions, Keira Cricket Club. High fives all around. Sigh of relief from that man, Jack Dobinson.
Well done to Keira.
Well, stay tuned for our main event today. First grade between Bally and Uni.
That's right. Should be an interesting game.
Congratulations again to Keira boys.